Hi. I'm basically at the point where I can start programming the Hellcorder to see if I can't get the recorders to work, but the fan noise in this one is really bugging the crap out of me. Now I thought I could live with it, but turns out I can't. And it actually says on the cover. Notice, this power supply is built-in fan on-off control circuit. That's not even a proper sentence. Fan automatically works according to working temperature. So either that doesn't work and the fan is on all the time, or this one is working so hot from the instant you switch it on, so the fan is on all the time. But let's have a look inside here. I have a sneaking suspicion that that fan might not even have to be on at all, and if not, I have a bigger one that doesn't spin as fast. It even says quiet fan. And yeah, worst case, I disconnect the fan in here. Just slap this on temporarily. I tried making a bracket for it, but yeah, still became a bit cumbersome. So I need to find a smarter idea than this. So yeah, although this was pretty smart. So let's have a look inside this power supply. That was easy. Now, I don't want to break anything. Unless I have to, of course. So I might at some point change this out for another power supply, and this is a decent power supply. I mean, it produces 40 amps at 12 volts. Now that's decent for any project, so I might want to use this for something else. So instead of cutting this, I could just leave it unplugged. But I don't want this one to dangle around and short something, so I'm gonna try just tuck it in here and should I use a zip tie or should I use a hot glue gun? Does hot glue stick to aluminium? Okay, it's only one way of finding out. So yeah, let's do that. Alright, so now you have to wait for 2 minutes and drink some tea. Now, of course, cutting that fan off and putting a bigger fan off on here, I mean, it's not gonna move as much air through here than this small one. But then again, it's enclosed in an aluminium case and huge aluminium blocks, decent amount of paste on there, and I'm not going to load this to its maximum capacity over time, so basically this should be enough. The trick is, does the fuse work and does it have thermal protection? So if it does get too hot, will it turn itself off? Well, maybe. Uh-oh. That capacitor has actually melted. That's not a good sign, but it works. But the problem is, it seems like it has melted and deformed by gravity. There's nothing touching it. Alright. I want to take a picture of this one before I screw it back together and order a new one. And if I ever have to take it up again, then yeah, we'll have to change that one because that doesn't look very well. Then again, it works for its intended purpose. It's not like I have it running a computer or anything that's sensitive that might break. Alright. Start stripping hot glue. Alright. Let's try and not overdo it, shall we? That should have been enough, I think. Oh, that's not sticking at all, is it? Alright, zip ties it is. That was annoying. Also running out of the smaller ones. Should be enough. Alright, and before we forget it, let's take a picture down here. So yeah. Nice. Now the big question is, of course, is this one smart enough to register if the fan fails and then doesn't work? Well, there's only one way to find that out. Why don't we try and fit the fan before we put it in place? Wouldn't that be cool? Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. Nope. And the hot glue doesn't stick to the aluminium, and it also doesn't stick to this. I don't even know what kind of material this is. It feels like bakelite, but I know it's not. That means that this one will get industrial grade double-sided type at a later stage, which is probably a much better option. So there it was. Alright, so there it is. Now it's just hooking this mess back up again, but I'm not gonna make you watch that. You saw that in the last video, so yeah. But I promise the next one's gonna be the programming bit, and I already promised some of you that I will be working on that this weekend, which is from tomorrow, so good night. And Glenn, was this one short enough for you? Alright. Now where did everything go? You never mark your wires, you asshole. And you keep paying for it.